While the avalanche of unemployment claims in the Commonwealth has diminished from the height of the pandemic, viewers continue to contact the CBS 6 problem solvers about their struggle to get through to the Virginia Employment Commission. That includes a Richmond woman who was in the hospital with COVID last year and 9 months later is still waiting for answers from the VEC.
And I spoke with a representative. At the time, it seemed like it would be an easy process. But after a couple of weeks, a couple of months, I was just given the runaround. My case was getting lost.
Kamara Horton is frustrated. After COVID knocked her out of the workforce last August, she ended up in the hospital twice and in quarantine for 34 days. When she recovered 10 weeks later, she went back to work in late October, and that's when she applied to the Virginia Employment Commission for the wages she'd lost. But like many claimants we've spoken to, she found it impossible to get answers from the VEC about her situation.
Finally reached a really wonderful representative in between the ones that were not so pleasant to interact with. She essentially told me it was almost until the new year, January, and she said that she apologized. She wasn't sure why I was given the information, but because I applied for my benefits after the date that I returned, that I also had to start an appeal process that I was unaware of, and that's when it got really, really bad.
While she waits to clarify the appeals requirement, Horton says she has no choice but to keep calling.
I call on my lunch break. I call before work. If I have a moment during the day, I call them. It's been really frustrating. I have not been able to speak with an actual human being. There's another number that you can call for the appeals that I was able to get a few months ago, and it doesn't even ring once when you call.
After I contacted VEC spokeswoman Joyce Fogg about Horton's situation, a representative reached out to her this week, and Horton says she's cautiously optimistic. She says resolving her claim would go a long way to paying her medical bills because after she got COVID last year, earlier this year, she underwent several emergency surgeries before getting COVID a second time last month. We'll let you know what happens.